some raspberry vine. Berry on the tongue beats a bushel in your mind.
Hi girlies! So this is the questions you guys asked me, and I am going to answer those questions. These are all your names in my Dollar Tree box. I'm going to draw a name out at the end of the video and tell you guys which one won the $10 gift card. So let's get answering some questions right now. Oh, and let me give you a heads up. I've been sick for a week. I have a head cold and I feel horrible and my throat kind of is scratchy, so my voice might go in and out. So I'm sorry, but I promised you this video, so here we go. All right, where are you located? I am in North Carolina. I grew up in Mississippi and I was born in Ohio. A job opportunity came up for my father and he moved us to North Carolina, and while we're in North Carolina I met a man who I loved and I married, and since he was born and raised here in North Carolina, we stayed in North Carolina and my family went back to Ohio. So that's why I'm in North Carolina, and yeah, I like it here. There's the ocean and the mountains, and I don't know, I like it here. So weather is nice, except for today, which today's a bad day to say how much I like North Carolina. Do you have any kids? I don't have any children. You guys know that I am a school teacher. I teach kids with disabilities. I also work for Easter Seals, where I have worked with one child after school, let's see, for 9 years now. He's 17 now. He takes up a lot of my time, and I treat him like he is my kid, and my husband treats him like he is our kid. So we spend a lot of time with him. So right now we have no plans to have children. So no kids yet. The next question is, what decade did I grow up in? I grew up in the 80s. I was born in 1982. That is a little bit of an argument between my husband and me. My husband, who is 9 years older than me, does not think I grew up in the 80s. He thinks I grew up in the late 80s, early 90s because of how old I was when things were going on, because he was, I guess, old enough to remember what was going on in the 80s more than me. But I grew up in the 80s. That's what I would say. The next question is, who was your favorite childhood band? Band, I don't know if they mean like I have to have someone that's actually a band, because at the time that I was listening to music in the 80s, it was like, they weren't bands, it was just like singers. And the record that I used to listen to all the time was Tiffany. I love Tiffany. And then a tape, when like my first tape I ever bought, which I guess he would be considered more of a band, it was Meatloaf. Yeah, I love Meatloaf. I even watched Celebrity Apprentice when Meatloaf was on there because I loved him so much when I was a kid. Yeah, he had vocal singers that were female, and I always imitated female singers. So when I was younger, I used to put on little concerts in my room with my microphone and my lights and call my parents in, and I'd hit the music and I'd come on and I'd dance and I'd sing on the mic for them and do my little thing, because that's kind of what I thought I was going to be when I grew up. I was going to be a backup vocalist, dancer slash dancer. I'm not. I'm a teacher. So I should go back and look into that, because I really wanted to do that when I was a kid. The next question was, what has been your all-time favorite item you found at the Dollar Tree? I have it with me. It is SC nail strips. I love these things. I bought these when they were just at CVS. They were expensive. I can't remember how much they were, but they were expensive. And when I was watching a Dollar Tree haul, somebody hauled these and I freaked. I went to that Dollar Tree in my neighborhood every single day of the week until I found these. And when I did, I bought every single one of these. And my poor sister-in-law can tell you, I even drug her into it and was like, I have to find these. These are my favorite. So this was my favorite and best Dollar Tree find yet. I love those things. The next question is, how do you edit your videos? I use my iPhone 6. I guess it's regular because it's not the Plus, it's the smaller one. That's how I record my videos. And then on the App Store, I bought a app and it's called Video Shop, and I'll write it right here for you so you guys can find it. It helps you edit and add music and put words and things like that on your video. So that's what I use. The next part of that question was, what light do you use to have natural filming light when indoors? I try to use the outdoor light. So I'm always by a window that shines light in, but like on a day like today where it's rainy, I just hope for the best and I turn on the overhead light. I don't have any of the fancy lights that I know the real YouTube girls have. I don't have that set up yet. I don't feel like I need it. Maybe I do. Maybe you guys could start telling me how horrible I look in these videos, but I look horrible today because I don't feel good, so don't be too rough on me. But no, I don't have any fancy lighting. It's overhead light or the natural light that comes in from the window. I just make sure that I use that kind of lighting. My next question is, what made you start doing YouTube videos? I don't remember what made me even go onto YouTube to start looking this up, but I got obsessed with subscription boxes. I was looking at every subscription box I could find, and through that I found like certain YouTubers that I like just loved, and a shout out to 11th Gorgeous and Subscription Box Mom. I watched their stuff all the time and I loved it. And then somehow I was watching them. Oh, I remember what it was. 11th Gorgeous was doing a, it was actually on their other channel. I think it's like T&S is their other channel. They were doing a taste test and it was just them taste testing things. And I was like, I could do that and I want to do that. And I called my brother and I told him I wanted to do it with him. And we said we were going to do it together, and then we never did it together. And then I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make my own YouTube channel. I'm gonna do it. So I did. I recorded my first YouTube video, and it was a Walmart haul. It was well, I pretty much told myself at Christmas, like, this is it. Your New Year's resolution is you're going to make a YouTube channel. And that was my New Year's resolution. I went out after Christmas sales, found some cool stuff at Walmart, and did a haul. Because I really enjoy the haul videos the best. Because, yeah, I love sharing what I found, and I love seeing what you guys found. And I think it's an awesome way to find out what's out there. Because awesome, like, stuff you miss because you don't go out shopping all the time. At least you shouldn't, I guess, go out shopping all the time. But yeah, that's how I got into it. I just really thought it was cool, all those other YouTubers, and I wanted to do it. I thought I could do it, and I did it. It was my New Year's resolution, and here I am, still doing it. And I've only done it since January, so what is it now, April? So January, February, March, April. I've done this for 3 months. So I'm going to, since it is my New Year's resolution, I said I was going to do it for 1 whole year. So we'll see what happens after a year. I could still be here with you girlies, or I could stop making YouTube videos because I'm on to something new. Who knows? Probably not, because I really like doing this. So I'll probably still be here next year. The next question is, do you have / use a planner? I don't have a planner. I don't have a planner because I am not that organized. You girls, you have these beautiful planners. I mean, beautiful, and they're all organized and they all are color coordinated, and I can't do that. I'm not organized enough to have a planner. My planner is my cell phone. I type in what's up and what I need to know and birthdays all on my phone, and my phone keeps it. I wish I was more organized because I think that's awesome, and I've tried to use a planner before, but when I have, I get it all organized and ready to go, and then a month later it is just laying there with nothing in it because I stopped using it. So I wish I had a planner. I wish I was more organized like you girls, because you guys are pretty awesome, everybody that has those planners, because I've seen them. They're so awesome. The next question is your favorite movie. What is your favorite movie? I used to work at a movie store when I was 17, and I love movies. It's really hard for me to narrow it down to like one favorite movie. I like Wes Anderson movies. Anything Wes Anderson makes, I will watch and I will love. And I also love Woody Allen movies. I know that's kind of controversial because I know he's kind of a weirdo, but he makes some really good movies. Now, I will watch all of his movies, but I will not love all of his movies. Like, I love all of Wes Anderson's movies because sometimes he has good movies, sometimes his movies aren't that good. It really depends. My favorite Woody Allen movie is Midnight in Paris? No, Paris with Love. Is that what it was finally called? Paris with Love? I don't know. I feel like I'm getting two of his movies confused, but it was the Midnight in Paris. No, that's what it was called. Midnight in Paris. I love that one. That was one of my favorites. The way I base my movies on is, like who makes them, and then the actors or actresses that are in them. I love a lot of Scarlett Johansson movies. One of my favorite is like before she was Scarlett Johansson. She was in a movie called Ghost World. It is a graphic novel made into a movie. I love that movie. It is a great movie. If you've never seen it, it's really cool, and it's cool to also see Scarlett Johansson as like a teenager and not Scarlett Johansson. I also love Lost in Translation. When she was in that movie, I was like, love this movie. I also love Bill Murray, who's in Lost in Translation. And I love Robert Downey Jr. Every movie he's ever made, I have watched. I even watched him when he was on Ally McBeal because I loved him so much. But that's kind of how I do with my movies and things. I find characters or people that make movies I like, and then I just watch all of those movies. So shout out to Netflix, because without Netflix I couldn't do that. So if you didn't know that, you can go to Netflix and type in somebody that's in a movie, and it will list every movie they're in. Or you can type in like the person who directed or produced or wrote the movie, like Wes Anderson, and see all the movies that Wes Anderson made. But so that's what I do, and those are like my favorite things. So yeah, my husband always says I love movies based on real life that have no ending or are sad. Because that's real life. He, on the other hand, likes, he likes movies that actually have an ending and have a purpose. I don't know why my movies don't seem to have a purpose, but he says I like a lot of movies that don't seem to have a purpose, or like it's just like life type of movies. There's no ending, there's no real purpose in them. But yeah. Oh, let me think. Amazing Luck. I really like the movie Labor Day. And if you haven't seen that, that's a really good movie too. I'm trying to think of any really older movies. I mean, I love Goodbye Girl. I don't know. I love lots of movies. Yeah, I feel pretty confident. You know how like you're into one thing? The one thing I'm really into is movies, and I could tell you any type of movie. If you ask me about a movie, I could tell you about it, who made it, what it's about, if it's 2 thumbs up or 2 thumbs down. Because again, when I was preteen, I thought for sure I was going to be a backup singer. And then after I became a teenager, I wanted to review movies. My poor parents, they probably thought, what the heck are we going to do with her? Because I had my Blockbuster card, and I would go to Blockbuster, and I would have like 3 or 4, I think you could only get 3 though. I think I had 3 movies I would bring home on Friday, and I would watch those movies to death. Rewind, fast forward it, and be like obsessed with movies. And then I would turn those back in and do that all over again the next weekend. And I spent a lot of time in my room by myself watching movies, and yeah, that's my thing. So I love all movies, but I definitely love Wes Anderson, Woody Allen. If any of those come out, I'm at the movie theater watching them. And then of course anything Scarlett Johansson's in, anything Robert Downey Jr.'s in. It's kind of cool though that when I liked them separately, and now that they're in the Avenger movies and they're together, it's, see, I must have knew they were good because now they're together. Yeah, and then this is a secret, but I guess it's not a secret now that I'm going to say it out loud. We have a friend that works in the movie business, so he'll give us some insider information every once in a while, and yeah. So I'm really into movies, and that's really probably what I should be doing, is something in the movie genre but I always wanted to review movies because I loved movies so much. But enough about me, and on to you girlies. Let's find out who wins the $10 gift card to wherever, Dollar Tree or Target. So I am not looking. I am choosing a name. And here we go. Who is it? You see it before me. It is Jennifer Desanto. Her name, she likes to be called Jen, and she asked for a Target card. Jennifer, you are right up my alley because I love Target. So I am going to send this video out. I am going to send Jen a email, or send her my email address so she can tell me where to send her Target gift card to. And, you know, thank you so much to all my subscribers who participated, because I had so much fun doing this. I know I'm sick and I don't feel good, and it was just really fun to get to know you. And thank you so much to all of you too, because a lot of you thanked me for doing this. A lot of you congratulated me for getting my 10 subscribers, and I just really appreciate all of you. And thanks for being a part of my little group of girlies that I call you. I always call you guys girlies. I don't know why. I just started that on my first video, and then I just kept calling you guys girlies. But I'm just so excited that all you girlies are in my life, and I'm so glad all you girlies love watching my YouTube videos. And I will say that my next YouTube video is probably my Ipsy bag, which I'm pretty sure is out at the mailbox right now, but I have been sick and I haven't gone out to the mail yet to get it. But congratulations, Jen! And thank you so much to all of my subscribers. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Woo woo! And see you next time, girlies. Bye!